pop out the chat here really quick. How are we all doing today? It is a good day for comic books. Oh, yes, it is. We've got Free Comic Book Day coming up. Guardians of the Galaxy just came out. Yes. And who's planning on seeing it tonight, by the way? So it's still really early for me to go see it. I probably won't be going until pretty late tonight. But I am really excited for it. Hello, Justin McKinney. How are you doing today? Or this evening, I guess. Hello, anti-productive man. Hello, anti-productive man. Come to curse me again, have you? I actually totally... You are my arch nemesis. Because I'm never productive. Oh, I'm getting a lot of messages on the Discord for some reason. Ooh, I don't know. Alright, sweet. Greetings, Steven. How are you? Can't see it until senior skip day, says Warren. Ah, boo. That always stinks. It's what I do. But you guys get senior skip days? That's kind of awesome. Also, this is Thor in the background. Huh. He's being a little newt. He's acting like a donut. Anti-productive man, I finally have a nemesis. Yes, you do. Regular working female is your nemesis. Darkwing Duck says, hey, C, we are doing a Star Wars Rogue One stream on Rabbit. That sounds like so much fun. Wish I could join you. May the 4th be with you, and also with you. Let us pray. Our Father, who art Obi-Wan. I can see you and your amazing hair. Thank you. It is so floof. Warrenfield says, we're just not going to show up the Monday after prom as far as I know. Oh, that's cool. My school, they made us show up the Monday after prom, which was very boo. Everybody was pretty much dead and not at all paying attention. Zach Prine says, like, you have a certain number of allowed absences? Yes. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of his skip day. Manuel says, Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra. Dude, how intense was this week in comic books? It was crazy. The Button, first of all, had me in tears. I don't know if you guys have read it, but Batman and Flash essentially return to Flashpoint, which has been suspended in time, and they meet Thomas Wayne. They actually wind up in the Batcave. And, so gut-wrenchingly sad. Mod King Mopey said, I was asked to come for Scare of Nazis, and I was given no context for this. What? Oh, to scare off Nazis. Oh, okay. So the context for that is last night when we had our stream, there were a couple kids there who came in and they were kind of posting pictures of swastikas and stuff, and it was not super great. I definitely need a mod. Like, the evening streams are starting to get a little bit more intense. Like, the numbers are starting to increase pretty significantly. So, because of that, I need a mod. Anyway, Austin says, Part 3 of The Button was amazing. Seeing Bruce and his dad in a bat-costumed fight together was so epic. Yes, I thought so too. It was like, you know that meme where it's like, oh, my feelings. It's that old man, that stock photo of that old dude clutching his heart. Me, the entire issue. Just getting to see Batman and Thomas Wayne fight together, and then Thomas's final message to Bruce, which was, give up being Batman, live your life. This was not the life I envisioned for you. That was pretty rough. And I think I agree with Joel in that it's probably a metaphorical death for Batman. Batman may, after this experience of the Button, after this arc, may stop being Batman and doing what his father tells him to do. You've gotten too big and need to keep the trolls at bay. My channel is still super small, but the live streams are starting to get a bit bigger. Let's see. I wasn't paying attention because of homework. Well, I mean, you should be doing your homework, so that's good. Treppy says, Sea Monster, I appreciate you. Aw, thank you. Treppy. I give you hearts, Treppy, with my gilded nails. Let's see. Well, I would mod for you if you like. Aw. I would like you to mod for me, Mopey, please. Please, Mopey. But my streams are kind of random. I guess that means I would have to get on an actual schedule, which is probably for the best. That way you guys get consistent quality content. But yeah, I'm not gonna be on for too long right now. Gonna be on for like a quick amount of time. I just want to see if there's anything that you guys want to talk about that we didn't fully yet to cover on the weekly poll, and if there's any questions you have about anything that came out this week, or things you want to talk about, things you're excited about. So yeah, anyway, questions are open. It's definitely a freeform kind of thing. Personally, I found Secret Empire #1 a little bit underwhelming. I think Nick Spencer definitely does the slow build and the suspense a lot more so than he does kind of the crashing in with a bang sort of thing. So, and I think a lot of people were expecting Secret Empire to just really start off with the knockdown, drag out fights, but I think Spencer is still building. He's building this fascist world that we as humans now live in with Captain Hydra at the helm of things. And I think that's kind of what he's working on. I'm interested to see where he's going to go with issue #2, if we're still going to be following this world building or if we're actually going to get into it with the heroes. I'm sort of excited to really get into it. Like, I want to get into the meat of it. All Guardians of the Galaxy, your thoughts? All New Guardians of the Galaxy. So I liked All New Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's a good kicking off point. It's definitely refreshing compared to Bendis's run. Bendis's Guardians run was a little bit tricky to follow. Was not my favorite, but this one is starting off really strong. So I would suggest picking it up. I really enjoyed too. Peter Quill Grounded was probably my favorite Guardians run in a while. I mean, I guess it wasn't Guardians, it was Guardians adjacent, but I liked it quite a lot, so I would pick it up if you enjoy Guardians and if you've been looking for a good Guardians title. Let's see. My trolling will not be oppressed, says Zach Bryan. Let's see. Longstar, if you had to downsize the amount of titles in Marvel, what titles do you keep? What titles do you throw out? And what else would you do? So I think, sorry, I was looking for my water bottle. So for titles that I'd keep, I think I would keep, so I like Mighty Thor, but I know that Mighty Thor has an expiration date. I've said that like plenty of times before because she does have cancer. Jane Foster has an expiration date. We all know that. I've really been enjoying Mighty Thor. I think it's one of the better titles that Marvel has right now. So until the expiration date, I would definitely keep that. Unworthy Thor has been stellar. Ironheart has actually been quite good. I know a lot of people don't like Ironheart. I think a lot of that comes from people just in general not liking a lot of the changes that Marvel's made. But Riri Williams, it's actually really fun. It's got a lot of the knockdown, drag out superhero fights, the Easter eggs that we love. It's got a lot of the elements for great escapism that I think a lot of people have been missing from Marvel Comics. So I think Riri Williams as Ironheart definitely would stay in my lineup. I think Logan is excellent. Old Man Logan has been good for a long time. Moon Knight is really good from Marvel right now. Infamous Iron Man has been amazing. And I think, I mean, Spider-Gwen and Miles have just sort of been lukewarm for me. Like, I haven't really felt either way about it. But and then Kamala Khan has been quite good. So I would keep those titles running, but like Champions, Totally Awesome Hulk is for me. Hulk has been good, but it's been really good in almost a novel kind of way. Like, I really enjoy the story building that they're doing and how Jen is kind of coping with grief and coping with her own issues in the aftermath of Civil War II, and I think that makes it a fascinating story, and I have been enjoying it. But I don't know, I think a lot of people don't really like it. All New Wolverine, I know a lot of people really have been enjoying All New Wolverine. I would like to keep it, but I mean, to be honest, Unbeatable Wasp I think is an easy axe. I think Champions is an easy no. I have a feeling, yeah, X-23 will probably be sticking around after Legacy. Uh, what else is one of my easy no's? I feel like I feel like Scarlet Spider is going to be an easy no for me. I read the first issue. I did not like it at all. It was not my favorite. I don't think Daredevil is that great. I like the character studies that Marvel is doing, like these little side stories, but I feel like their core is not doing super awesome. But I think the titles and the tie-ins are, it's just a lot. The quantity is just a lot. They definitely need to curate. I hope they don't curate any of the good stories, though, in favor of some things that might be a little bit older lived or may commercially sound good, but just don't have good stories and don't have good numbers, like Champions. Like Champions is just not my favorite. Kamala Khan is great for the younger demographic. I definitely see the appeal if I were younger, but as an older female, I don't think, and especially for me and my demographic, I don't really relate to Kamala as much. I definitely see the merits of Kamala. I do like Kamala Khan, especially for a younger demographic. But yeah, Jane Foster. I want Jane Foster to stay, Derek. I totally feel you on that. But they gave her that expiration date, and I feel like she's either going to ascend and become an Asgardian, or she is going to nip it. She's gonna die. But I don't see any other way. I don't think she's gonna stay as Thor. Let's see. Treppy says, if you could go back in time to one point in your life and change the outcome, what would you change? I don't know. I think I probably would have started comedy a lot earlier. I think that's the thing I probably would do. I would probably have started on the entertainment path a lot earlier than I did. But in regards to general life, especially when I was younger, there were so many things that were completely out of my control that I don't think there's anything I would necessarily change. Like, as you guys who've been on here before, you know that I had a little bit of a rough childhood, a little bit of a rough start to my life. And I wish I could say that I would change those things, but considering that they were so out of my realm of control, even if I went back in time, I wouldn't be able to actually change that. It would still be the way it was. So, I don't know. I think the only thing I would have done is I would have started entertainment earlier. Let's see. Real Hokey, Sea Monster, you are everywhere. I saw you with Comic Pop and Joel, the ladies' man, earlier. Yeah, I was on the weekly poll earlier, and now I'm here. I just wanted to see if you guys wanted to hang out. You know, chill out. What should Marvel do to make the Spider-Man continuity more accessible for new readers? I think doing the Legacy event is a good move for Marvel, but I think because of how much they have and how heavy they're pushing the tie-ins and how heavily they're sort of doing their events, I don't know if it's going to work. That's the thing with Marvel's strategy that's a little bit frustrating, is the position that they've put themselves in doesn't give them a good foundation for some of the things that I think they need to do. I think the Legacy event is definitely necessary. They do need their own rebirth, but we're going to be so burnt out with these events that I really don't know how that's going to change. Hexbug says, do you think Jane is going to die because of that picture with Cap and the hammer and Odin's son being in Secret Empire #1? Also, the reason I don't like Riri is because she's kind of Mary Sue. I mean, I guess, but the thing is that to me, Riri isn't that different from a lot of male heroes who are also kind of Sue-ish. Like, I'm sure we'll see her flaws showing as we get to know her, but we haven't had that much time with her. And I don't know. I feel like there's not too much difference between her and a very typical hero. Jessica Jones is awesome. I can't wait to see her again. The Jessica Jones title for me is one of the ones that I could see axed. It's just like, it's good, but it's not my favorite, personally. I mean, all of this is to taste, but I'd probably curate it. You know, like, I know we want things to tie into our shows, but at some point, the quantity does get to be a lot. Angel Warren said, this month's Faith was so good. That cliffhanger has me freaking out. I have not read Faith yet, and I gotta catch up on Faith. But Extremity was also good. Like, the reason I was freaking out on the poll is because Extremity is amazing. And if you guys want the skinny on that, you can actually go over to the weekly recap series over on Comic Storian's channel, and I cover the first volume on that one. Did you see the Defenders trailer? Yes. Defenders looks really good. The thing with Danny Rand, though, is that, and I find this hilarious, is that we're seeing a repeat of Danny Rand in the 70s. So when Danny Rand was first, I will do a 2-minute rundown on Faith Ryohoki because I got a tip to do it. But Danny Rand in the 70s was doing really poorly. So they attached him to Luke Cage for Heroes for Hire, and then they attached him well, actually, I think this might be the first time he's been on the Defenders, to be honest, because Defenders is pretty broad reaching in the comics, and there's so many different teams. But they attached him to Luke Cage for Heroes for Hire in order to up his comic book's popularity, and eventually not even Luke Cage could save him, and his comic book died. So I think it's really funny how he's getting attached to Luke Cage again, this time for the Defenders, in order to up his popularity again. I just feel like Danny Rand just doesn't do well. He didn't do well in the 70s. He's not doing well now. Just why? Just give me Shang-Chi. The day you do a 2-minute rundown in 2 minutes, I will eat my hat. Hey, the first one I did it in 2 minutes. It's just all of the preceding ones. I didn't do them in 2 minutes. Give Danny and Power Man an internet show and watch Marvel rebound in popularity. I know, right? Why aren't you reading Motor Crush? I should be reading Motor Crush, but I'm not. It's because I have so much to read right now. But if I get time, I'll dive into Motor Crush a little bit. What class would you want to teach at Hogwarts? I'd want to teach Defense Against the Dark Arts or Divination. I would probably want to teach Transfiguration or Defense Against the Dark Arts. That would be me. Maybe Charms, but mostly those two. I know we're talking Marvel, but I love a Firestorm DC Rebirth comic. That would be good. I'm still waiting on my Captain Marvel DC comic, though. I want my Captain Marvel. Give me Captain Marvel! Andrew Tomasulo, give me Shazam. Oh, sorry. I know I'm saying Captain Marvel, and Marvel has a Captain Marvel. I mean Shazam. I want a Shazam Rebirth. So Ryohoki says, who wants Sea Monster for 2 minutes? She deserves at least half an hour. Thanks. Justin McKinney says, it sucks because I really like Iron Fist, and he will now forever be the Aquaman of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Danny Rand, before he had his more famous run, I feel like was already the Aquaman of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of the Marvel Universe. It's kind of how I felt about Danny Rand always. Not sorry. I like Shang-Chi. Give me Shang-Chi. Way better. Treppy Jenkins said, I would totally take your Transfigurations class. I would be changing my hair the whole class. That would be the entire thing. Shazam the Wizard? Yes. Steven, how about Hydra in 2 minutes? Ooh, that'd be a good one. Hydra in 2 minutes. Let me screen cap that. Do a Hydra in 2 minutes. But I am doing the Road to Secret Empire in 2 minutes. Like, that's the next 2-minute video I have. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Okay, so I know that this is a really short stream for you guys. I just wanted to do a little something off of the weekly poll just to chat with you guys, see if there was anything else you wanted to cover. And since we're still we're a little bit of a small group because we have not seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I am going to hop off. But thank you guys so much for joining me. This was really fun. I'm gonna go get dinner. You guys should go eat too, and then I have in store for me some Guardians of the Galaxy movie watching goodness. And Thor is asleep. Hang on. Let me have you guys say goodbye to Thor really quick. Boop, 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 boop. Thor! Say bye! You had a sleep face. Now go back to sleep. I love you. Yeah, sleepy dog. Okay. Alright, guys. So that was me and my sleepy dog. See you guys later. I am going to get to recording some movies and eating some foods. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, if there is a 2-minute video that you guys want me to do, just drop a donation by either hitting the PayPal button on the homepage of my channel, or you can always drop in a super chat on stream with a video request, and I will get to it. Right now we have Faith and Deadman in the works for a 2-minute video for my awesome little sharks, my awesome fans. And yeah, just throwing that out there for you guys. I do take requests. Okay, bye guys. Have a really good evening. And also tweet at me. Tweet at me if you enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy, or if you didn't. Don't spoil it though. No spoilers.